Hi, this video is addressing the difference between Snip Notes and interactive notebooks. If you know me, you know that for years I used my Snip Note interactive notebook taking strategy in my classroom. The truth is, though, it wasn't a notebook at all. It was a note-taking system. So let me show you that. This is what I used for accounting for years and years and years. And this is a regular folder. It is not a pocketed folder. It is a regular folder, and the students put their notes in here. Now, sometimes we put bell ringers on the back or critical thinking questions on the back of these. Note-taking system for accounting, Snip Notes. This is the essential information, the vault of very important information, and I always allowed my students to use this resource in accounting class. Did I want them to, I should reiterate that. I didn't always. Sometimes I assessed them on debits and credits, and I did not allow them to use it. But for the majority of the year, they were allowed to access this because our students are going to be able, just in the device in their hand called their phone, access resources. So this was wonderful. We also put like notes on the back. These are the Snip Notes. This was for accounting, but for personal finance and marketing class and entrepreneurship class, I used a briefcase system. Yes, that's a Velcro dot. I would get like 1,000 of them for $20 on Amazon. And I had them forever, and they're just sticky and they're very, very strong. But this was the Snip Note system for those classes. This particular one was personal finances. And again, the students had notes. I would project the notes, the teacher's key on the board, and this was a great way for us to review. The reason these are called interactive notes is because we would interact with them all year long. We were referring back to them, we were adding to them all year long. Now, an interactive notebook is still a vault of essential information, but there's 3 more things that an interactive notebook can hold. And now that we are finally, and I do say finally, taking a turn in education to intentionally get kids off of screens and have some no technology days, this is going to be your best friend. The reason I say that is because with these interactive notebooks, you get the content pages, which are just like the snips, but bigger. So they're the content pages. And of course, the teachers get the teacher's key projected, and then the students populate. You can either do the content pages before you teach the content to introduce students to the material before you do the lessons, or after you do the lessons to review and reflect. Along with the content pages, there are vocabulary words that are included that the students are to put right in their notebooks. So that goes right in their notebooks. So it's a place to house their vocab, as well as critical thinking questions. Comes with that interactive notebook as well. The critical thinking questions is a great way to reflect, use what you've learned to think critically. All of the interactive notebooks also come with over 100 bell ringers, and then you can have a bell ringer section in your interactive notebooks for students to complete those bell ringers or exit tickets or whatever. So the interactive notebooks houses the vocabulary, the content pages, the critical thinking, and the bell ringers. So very robust, great for non-tech days or technology-free opportunities for students. The Snip Notes are going to be a vault of the most important information. You would interact less with this content because it doesn't include bell ringers and it doesn't include the critical thinking, but this may be enough for you. But if you want more, this is going to be your key. So that's pretty much the difference between the Snip Notes and the interactive notebook pages.